what's been successful with our clients when they've organized their approach to OT cybersecurity and taking more of a life cycle approach. Some of the naming perhaps is unique, and we put together this diagram. But the idea is it's risk-based, which these days most OT security standards do encourage taking a risk-based approach, meaning you tailor your approach based on your organization's risk. Optimized for operations. As we mentioned before in those challenges, sometimes operations is an afterthought. But once these tools and systems and procedures are put in place, they really need to be maintained and monitored. It also takes a secure by design approach, particularly in the engineering phase, making sure that security is not an afterthought, that it's designed in. Aligned with standards, 62443, NIST, Cybersecurity Framework, NIST 882, or industry-specific. Right-sized, tailored approach, structured, documented, and ideally adopted and accepted across the organization. And ultimately, and a big part of this is to make sure that the program is integrated into company culture. It's not just being driven by IT, or not just being driven by engineering. It's all disciplines are engaged. So this model has 4 stages of the life cycle. If you're familiar with the NIST Cybersecurity Framework, the idea that governance being in the center of the circle is kind of an ongoing evergreen process. But 3 main phases of the life cycle are the strategy phase, the engineering phase, and the operations phase, or stage, the term we've been using. So, and it doesn't mean that you're necessarily in one stage or another at any given time. You may be in multiple stages depending on what you're working on. But the idea of that you have these stages. Assessment and plan is the first stage, where you understand your gaps, you understand your risks, you put together a plan based on your current and your target level of risk and your profiles. Engineering phase is focused on designing and implementing whatever mitigations and remediations are needed. Run and maintain is all about operating and maintaining and monitoring and optimizing those processes to keep your security controls evergreen. And then lastly, governance, which I mentioned earlier, is an ongoing process. It's all around establishing that the governance for the program, defining policies, standards, procedures, job aids, auditing against that, making sure that the processes are conducted periodically and that they're managed.